What's up, guys? Carolina Jackpot time coming at you on Sunday afternoon. So yesterday I was off work. I didn't have to go out and do anything on my route yesterday, mainly because I had a trainee riding with me last week that's going to be running one of our routes, and this is the second week of training, and he'll be with me again next week. So he actually helped me out a good deal last week. While in the process of me training him, he learned a lot of things and picked it up, and he was really able to help me get some extra stuff done so that I didn't have to work at all yesterday doing any of the small stops that I usually go catch up on Saturday. So shout out to Chase for helping Carolina Jackpot last week during your training to get some extra things accomplished. Actually, to get some things accomplished that would normally get accomplished during the week, so we didn't have to work an extra day. More like it. So, the wife yesterday, we're going to take a road trip. I wanted to go do one of my food TikToks at a barbecue joint down near Florence called Schoolhouse Barbecue. I've been wanting to go there for a couple of years, and it's like a 3-hour trip from our house, which would turn into a 4-hour trip. Of course, 3 hours back. But I really wanted to go. It was raining yesterday, and I was like, it's just a long way, these dogs are going to be by themselves all day long. So we decided instead to go to Powell's, one of my favorite places, right across the Tennessee state line up above Asheville. And that's a little over a 2-hour drive, like 2 hours and 5 minutes. And I was going to do a TikTok there too. Actually, I did not TikTok in the car because you can't eat at Powell's. It's not a sit-down restaurant. It's just a drive-through, kind of like Checkers or something like that. But it's good. It's really, really good. I've done videos from there before. So, we get through, and this is the first time I've driven through that part of western North Carolina since Hurricane Helene came through. Now, we went through Asheville, and, believe it or not, I didn't see as much damage as I imagined that I would see. I saw some kind of nasty looking stuff, but I think it probably pales right in comparison to what it looked like about 3 months ago. There's still a few businesses up there closed, some roads closed, but they've rebounded from it a lot. That being said, I'm not so sure how much the area around Powell's had rebounded from it, though. So we get close to Powell's. We actually went in this little town, Burnsville, North Carolina first, came back, going up the interstate, and this is about 2:30, I would say. And all of a sudden, after we've rounded the corner into Tennessee, maybe 2-3 miles inside Tennessee, the roads have been rough the entire way up there. But there's potholes here and there, nothing major. And then there's this major pothole, and it's in front of me, and I see it. And here's one. Now, this is not the pothole. This is the one right after the pothole. But this one is just as bad, and it gives you kind of a good representation of what Carolina Jackpot is fixing to tell you. That I hit the pothole. I hit this pothole. It's one of those things where I probably could have avoided it. Had I known that it was there, I obviously would have avoided it. It wasn't dark. It was 100% light outside by this time. It stopped raining. It's kind of one of those deals where I froze up. I hit this pothole full on with the car, and it busted the tire. And here we are. I busted this same tire about 6 months ago. I ran over a pair of needle nose pliers in the road that I didn't know were there either, obviously. It's just my bad luck. Her car, objects in the road, Carolina Jackpot always seems to find them. Well, I busted this tire with the pothole. Well, the pothole busted my tire. So we're off on the side of the road, and we're in a bad spot too, because we're kind of in a lower lying area going up a hill on the interstate on the side of it here, which I got off and made sure I was totally out of the interstate. Hazard lights are on. You have very, very poor cell phone reception. You try to hit Safari or Google or whatever to get on something, it takes a good 2-3 minutes for anything to even pull up. It pulls up, but it's really slow. So we called the insurance company, requested a tow. They're going to send a tow. They'll send you a text when the tow is on its way. We get a text. The tow is 90 to 120 minutes. I'm like, what? And there's this town right up the road, Irwin, Tennessee. It's not a city, it's a town. It's not a town of like 50 people though. I mean, it's a several thousand people town. I'm like, surely to God we got somebody here that has a tow truck. And then Johnson City, Tennessee is just beyond that. This ain't right. I said 90 to 120 minutes. So I call this guy. I'm like, well, you're 2 hours away? He's like, that's correct, sir. And he tells me he had to go do something. And he's in Morristown, Tennessee, which is like, if I remember my geography right, is right by Knoxville. I said, why did State Farm contact you to come get us? He's like, I don't know, because you got yada yada and all these tow places that are close by. So long story short, I said, all right, we're not going to use you unless it's a last resort. So I was able to find someone finally to tow us after a long time searching. We actually needed to, good gracious, we needed to be able to go to the Discount Tire place, which is in Johnson City. And that we had a warranty on her tires there. They would have repaired it for free, or replaced it for free. That place closed at 5 o'clock. Time is ticking. This guy who was going to pick us up had to go to a birthday party first, and he's going to come get us. In the meantime, he said, try these other people first. If they can get here quicker, just let me know. I called one guy and talked to him. He's just down the road. He's willing to come get the car, but he can't let anybody ride with any of his guys because they're scared of COVID and the flu. I said, COVID? I'm like, dude, well, you've got to be kidding me. No, sir, I'm not. I'm like, well, what about if we wear a mask if you got one? No, we can't do that. I'm like, you're ridiculous. You're really ridiculous, but have a great day. Whatever. I get it. I guess he can't afford for anybody to get sick. His guy's probably just laying out of work is what it is. And they're probably using the flu as something as an excuse. So that was horse shit. That's poor customer service, in my opinion. If this was back during the pandemic and that was a thing, so be it. But no, man, I don't know. I've got opinions on that. I'm sure somebody will tell me, well, it's their business. They can run it. Yeah, they can. They can run their business how they want to. They can also run off their business however they want to. So, I'm in between a rock and a hard place. I call the other guy back. I'm like, look, dude, just come get us. I'm like, whenever you're done with your birthday party, I said, it is what it is. We're probably going to spend the night here. He's like, okay, so I'll come get you. So he finally comes. He hooks and booked. And we're on the way. And he's going to take us to Johnson City, Tennessee, to the Firestone place, who stays up until 6 o'clock and actually has the tire that we need. They're going to put it away for us, and we're going to have it on Sunday morning. I'm like, well, you might be able to get us there on time. He gets us there on time at like 5:40, I think it was, when we got there. And he's like, go in there and talk to them people. He said, they'll probably let you, they'll probably do it for you if you talk to them nice enough. We did, and surprisingly enough, they said, all right, just give us a good review, and we'll get that tire on there and get you out of here. So they did. They got the tire on. They got us out of there. It was right at 6 o'clock when it was time for them to shut down the place. So we didn't have to stay in Johnson City, Tennessee for the night. Thank God. I mean, nothing, there's anything wrong with Johnson City, Tennessee, but I didn't want to spend, $150 on a hotel room. Don't have any toiletries. I don't have a change of clothes. This was not the plan. So we went and ate at Red Lobster in Johnson City, Tennessee, which very friendly people work there. They're very friendly people that work there. You knew I was going to tell you that first, because here comes the bad part. And here comes the however. Here comes the but. But the food, trash. What Red Lobster has closed up a ton of locations in the past. Well, they closed up a whole bunch of them at the end of this past year. They closed up one in South Carolina in Myrtle Beach, and I'm like, why was there even a Red Lobster in Myrtle Beach? I mean, you've got a ton of other seafood options in Myrtle Beach or anywhere near the beach, really. But that one's gone, and a lot of the other ones closed up. And I'm like, well, surely to goodness, if they're struggling that bad, the stores they do have will kind of level their game up a little bit. You would think, right? No, hell no. Lobster's not supposed to be chewy. Lobster's not supposed to be chewy like imitation crab meat. We spent $29 on a lobster roll and a baked potato. That was the worst lobster I've ever had in my life. It was absolute trash. She had the shrimp and lobster pasta. It was trash. The only thing that was good, like I said, was the guy that was the server. Even those Cheddar Bay biscuits weren't good. So I highly wouldn't recommend that place, yeah. But, a lot of nice folks, except for the dickhead who was scared about his people getting COVID. Other than that, in the state of Tennessee yesterday, it's pretty nice folks helping out Carolina Jackpot in a tight spot here, which only leads me to believe that as close as that place actually is to the North Carolina mountains, they're Appalachian State fans. That's why I'm wearing my hat today. These can't be Tennessee fans. Just can't be. Not there, not in that area. They're either East Tennessee State fans, Appalachian State fans. Hell, they may even be Virginia Tech fans, but I know they're not Tennessee Vol fans. I'm just kidding. I'm giving y'all a hard time. Y'all helped out a poor young man here in Carolina Jackpot yesterday and his significant other, and we absolutely do appreciate it a lot. We're able to make it home safe, and that's what counts. We're able to get home to our doggies last night about 10 o'clock. I stopped at Food City, cashed in a scratch-off. I've actually bought a $50 scratch-off, brought it home, thought I'd lost on it, scanned it with the Tennessee Lottery app, found out I didn't. I missed a number. I actually won a free ticket, so that was a wash. But yeah, so I'll have to go back up there soon and either cash it in or get another ticket. We stopped at Food City. I got some Nature's Twist drinks, which are sugar-free, and they're pretty good. I used to get them down in Lumberton when I was working there with Roses a lot, and I liked them. I remembered it. So saw them here at Food City, and I got some of the soft batch of cookies there. And I was supposed to be on a diet. I was supposed to be fasting at one point, and then I was supposed to be on a diet too, and none of that's worked out real well. I just went to Walmart and got a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna make some Rasta pasta. You ever had Rasta pasta? It's good. I'm gonna make some Rasta pasta tonight, and she's gonna make some kind of cherry pineapple fluff with Cool Whip, and that stuff's pretty good too. So anyway, weekend could have been better, but hey, at least we got out of there in one piece and got home in one piece. That's what counts. Anyway, I'll see you guys later on. I appreciate it. Peace. I'm out of here. See y'all later.